What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I am going to be doing my playoff predictions for the NFL 2022-2023 season. In my last video yesterday, I did my regular season predictions, and now we're going to be topping that off with my playoff predictions. And then I'll probably be doing awards after that in the next few days. But here we go. The playoffs, the NFL season starts Thursday, so I want to get this out as soon as possible. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Let's get right into this video. Starting it off in the wild card round, which is it's one of the biggest playoff rounds with the most teams, of course. But with the 17 playoff format in playerpredictors.com, we're going to be using that. So starting it off, we're going to start with the AFC, and we have the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. And I think this is going to be a phenomenal game between two very competitive teams who I think will both be threats in the AFC. But I'm actually going to go with the Los Angeles Chargers in this one. I think this Chargers team is going to be very good this season, very electric. And although I do like the Colts a lot going into this season, I think it's just going to be very hard to take down all their superstar talent in LA. But maybe home field advantage will make a difference. But I think the Chargers win that. Then we have the Ravens and the Bengals. This sure will be an amazing divisional game between two AFC North teams, and I think it's going to be very close. You have a very high-powered run offense in Baltimore, and then you have a very competitive Bengals all-around team. They're looking for revenge to hopefully get in the Super Bowl. I think that's going to be very tough for them this season. It's a much improved AFC, and for that reason, I think the Ravens win this game at home. They have the home field advantage, and I think overall the Bengals are just going to have a very tough time stopping the run against the Ravens. Then we have the Chiefs and the Raiders, and this game is going to be very good. The Raiders, I think, are a sleeper team this season, but you're going against Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. It's going to be very tough to win that game, and for that reason, I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes. Moving on to the NFC, we have starting off the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I think this game will be very good. I mean, the Eagles, I think, are a very big sleeper team going into this season with their electrifying offense and run game specifically with Jalen Hurts. And I think if Jalen Hurts can really take that step, this could be a Super Bowl team. But I do not think Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl quarterback. And although I do think he'll take a leap and be a better quarterback this season, he's not going to be a Super Bowl quarterback. And even though the 49ers, Trey Lance may look a little concerning in preseason, in training camp, they did sign Jimmy Garoppolo because maybe Trey Lance isn't doing the best. I still think that this 49ers team is all around amazing. They're extremely talented, and even with a struggling quarterback, this team is still a playoff contender. I'm taking the 49ers on the road. I trust the 49ers and their star power to get it done. Then we have the Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints in the wild card round, and this game is going to be very good. I will say you have a very competitive Saints team with an elite defense going against Tom Brady, and I'm not high on the Bucs this season in the playoffs. Tom Brady, it's rumored to Tom Brady's had a lot of personal issues. They are pretty injured this season. Chris Godwin's a question mark. Their offensive line is a question mark. And I do think Tom Brady will break out and have an amazing season. I think it's just as a team, they're not going in the right direction. And for that reason, I think I might take the Saints in this one. I'm going to come back to that one, but the Packers and Vikings, I think the Packers win that game pretty easily at home. It's a divisional game. Again, that could be a little throw them off, but you're in Lambeau Field in the playoffs. I think the Packers are a better team. But for now, I think I'm going to be taking I think I'm taking the I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a safe pick. I think the Saints will be good this season in the regular season to take down the Bucs, but I do think this Bucs team is still well-rounded enough. to take down this Saints defense. Although it will be great, I think Tom Brady can get it done. I think the Bucs defense will be able to command against the Saints' struggling offense. Then we get the divisional round. I'm going to start with the AFC again, and we have the Chiefs and the Ravens, and this is going to be a very intriguing divisional round game between two very competitive teams. The Chiefs are at home for this one, which could be the X factor considering they are in that Kansas City weather with the loud fans. But I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens in this one. It's a bit of a surprise, but I'm just not super high on the Chiefs this season. I think they're just on a downward incline ever since Patrick Mahomes signed that $500 million contract. And although I think this will be one of the best games we see, I think that commanding, amazing Baltimore Ravens offense is going to be able to get the job done. And although it's a concern in their receiving core, their run game and their tight ends, I think, will get the job done perfectly. For that reason, with a great defense as well, I'm going to take the Ravens. Then we have the Bills and the Chargers, and this one is going to be an amazing game. And I think this could be the game of the year with two sensational offenses battling at it. And both teams have good defenses. But the Bills are at home for this one, in that I do think the Bills have a much better defense. And for that reason, they're going to make Justin Herbert uncomfortable. And the Chargers aren't going to be ready for the Bills to come out hot in this game. I'm taking the Bills. Then in the NFC, we have the Buccaneers and the Packers. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I think this is going to be extremely competitive. And as much as I want to take I'm going to go to this one. But the Rams and the 49ers, I think this game's going to be very good. You have two divisional teams that have been battling in the playoffs for the past few seasons. And last year, if it weren't for a Jaquiski Tart, sorry if I messed that name up, but if it weren't for a Jaquiski Tart dropped interception to seal the game, the 49ers would be in the Super Bowl. They would be NFC champions. With a pretty similar team, they've only gotten better from last season. I think this 49ers team is ready to win it. And although Trey Lance could be coming a bust, he's a boom or bust quarterback. And if he booms, this 49ers team is going to be elite. I'm taking my chances with the 49ers. So back to this Bucs and Packers game. I think it's going to be extremely competitive. You have two of the best quarterbacks of all time battling it out. But the Packers are at home for this one. And I think this Bucs team has gotten worse from when they last played in the NFC Championship only a few seasons ago. So I think the Packers have the advantage in this game. But no Devontae, no problem for the Bucs. I think the Bucs defense will easily be able to shut down Green Bay. And I think on offense, although the Bucs will struggle against the elite Packers defense, Tom Brady's under center. So I'm taking the Bucs. Then we have the NFC and AFC championship round, the Bucs and the 49ers, and the Bills and the Ravens. Starting with the AFC, as I always will, the Bills and the Ravens. These two teams are extremely talented with two elite-level quarterbacks that are going to be leading the way under center for both of them. But I think at home, Buffalo has the upper hand. They have those loud fans in the extreme cold weather. And I think Josh Allen, with all the weapons he has around him, are going to have a major advantage in this one compared to Lamar Jackson, whose wide receiving core is very questionable. And against the elite Bills defense, it's going to be very tough for the Ravens to handle their own. For that reason, the Bills are at home. I'm taking them to safe pick. So the Bills are the AFC champions. And then in the NFC, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. And this game is going to be a thriller. The Bucs are at home for this one. But this is going to be extremely competitive. The Bucs, with the greatest quarterback of all time, the most successful quarterback of all time, Tom Brady under center, and they have an elite receiving core with an amazing defense. It's going to be very competitive. But on the other hand, you have a San Francisco 49ers team with an amazing defense centered around Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. And then on offense, it gets even better. Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, Brendan Ayuk, an electrifying elite offensive line. I think the San Francisco 49ers are going to be able to get to Tom Brady with that elite front seven and that weak Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive line without Brian Jensen, Alex Kappa, and Ali Marpet. Although they did get Shaq Mason, I think the Bucs are going to be weaker in this one. Tom Brady has been having personal issues, or which has been rumored. And for that reason, I think that's going to knock him down a little. I think the 49ers have a chip on their shoulder from a few seasons ago. People forget about them. I have them going to the Super Bowl. Although that is a risky take, I could see the Buccaneers winning that game. But I think the 49ers pull it off. Then we got Super Bowl 57, I believe. I could be wrong on that one. The 5-seed San Francisco 49ers against the 1-seed Buffalo Bills. Two elite offenses and defenses clashing against each other. And this Super Bowl is going to be absolutely amazing as the Buffalo Bills looking for their first Super Bowl victory and the San Francisco 49ers looking for their sixth. I think the Buffalo Bills, they've stacked so much talent around their team for the past few seasons that it is finally going to be their season. And it could be the only season that they have the chance to win. For that reason, I am taking the Buffalo Bills to win Super Bowl 57. They've stacked so much talent around their elite quarterback, Josh Allen. If they do not win the Super Bowl this season, it is a major bust. But I will have one hot take to end the video. Going back, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers make it to the Super Bowl, they will not lose. And that is my take. But I do not think they will make it to the Super Bowl. I think the Buffalo Bills win Super Bowl 57. That is the bracket if you want to take a screenshot of it. Hopefully I'm right in, 6 months, 7 months. That would be very cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. That is it for my NFL predictions. I will be doing awards in my next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And leave a like and comment if you are excited for the NFL season. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.